Hello, welcome Slashers, Nightgrip here, and welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video, I will be talking about an upcoming Candyman remake. Now, apparently, Jordan Peele is in talks of remaking this movie, the first Candyman, and yeah, apparently I guess it's gonna be like a sequel to the first one, but they're calling it a remake, so honestly, I have no idea. But with that said out of the way, let's get into this article. One of my favorite horror movies is the Bernard Rose directed Candyman, a chilling urban horror film adapted from Clive Barker's Books of Blood short story, The Forbidden. Urban has a dual meaning in that adaptation was moved from England to the now demolished Cabrini Green public housing development in Chicago. While the antagonist is an urban legend in himself, the Candyman, played by Tony Todd, which I really hope returns, an artist and son of a slave who had his hand severed and was then murdered with bees, of course, by his lover's father. Released in 1992, the film spawned two sequels, the latter being direct-to-video. While lesser known among the horror icons, Candyman is easily one of the scariest. He could be summoned by saying his name 5 times while facing a mirror. As for the franchise, it's been dormant for nearly 20 years. In poking around for a revival screening, I learned that the rights have become available once again. TriStar has released the first 2 films, while Arson was behind 1999's Day of the Dead. While I'm unsure who is the current rights holder, it may have been reverted back to Clive Barker for all I know. I do know that Jordan Peele is in talks to produce a remake of the film through his Monkey Paw Productions. It's unclear if he plans to direct. Sounds sweet to me. Even if highly unlikely, 2 years ago, Rose has openly stated that he'd love to direct a proper sequel to the film and bring Virginia Madsen as Helen. Now, with the article out of the way, let's talk about it. Honestly, I would love to see a Candyman remake because no one's seen Candyman in, like they said, 20 years. And in my opinion, he is one of the most, if not the most, underrated horror villain ever. It'd be nice to see Tony Todd return as Candyman, and I'd really dig that. I really hope that they could get him back as Candyman, because the guy is a legend. And plus, seeing that Jordan Peele, the guy responsible for Get Out, is involved, I have some pretty high hopes in this film. Overall, I actually really want to see this remake, and here's why. Like they said, we haven't seen Candyman in about 20 years. There's that. And then there's also the fact that Candyman's a really, just overall, an interesting horror antagonist. He's sympathetic, he has a sad and tragic backstory, and overall, he's just unique among the bunches of other horror villains out there. Chucky, Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy Krueger. He just stands out among all of them. He's pretty much a more sympathetic and more badass version of Bloody Mary. And if they can manage to get Tony Todd back as Candyman, then hell yes, I am on board. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to join the Sister Positive family and become a slasher. And share, as sharing really helps the channel, especially this video. I really appreciate all the support, and before I go, I'd really appreciate if you guys could check out my merch store, as well as turning on the post notification button, because that really helps. That little bell, that gray bell that people tell you to click on all the time. I'd really appreciate if you guys could click on that, and yeah, I'm out of here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.
What is it called when the music stands for nothing, plus your involvement causes stop consumption? And I don't know if this is really what you thought it wasn't. Well, more can I say? It's all nothing but child's play. What more can I say? All it really is just child's play.